Ruthless People opens with Sam Stone, a fashion tycoon played by Danny DeVito, having dinner with his mistress, played by Anita Morris. He tells her how excited he is to finally murder his obnoxious wife that night. He had married her for money and had put up with her for years. When he gets home, he tries to look for his wife. She isn't there. Then he gets a call. She's been kidnapped, and the kidnappers threaten to kill her if he does anything wrong. It seems like the opportunity of a lifetime for Sam, but it soon turns out that these kidnappers may not be as ruthless as they said they were. Hello and welcome to Enchanted Essays. I post new reviews and video essays every Friday, so feel free to subscribe if you like that sort of thing. Today I'll be reviewing the 1986 black comedy Ruthless People. This opening is so good that I really have little else to tell you. In fact, I feel bad for spoiling even that. This film is pretty farcical in nature, with the hilarious misunderstandings and confusions that make each twist and turn a belly laugh. But it's still somewhat of a departure for the directing team, Zucker, Abrahams and Zucker, as it is more grounded in reality than their wackier slapstick films, such as Airplane and Top Secret. This is probably because, in another departure for the trio, this script was written by someone else, but it was so good that they couldn't turn it down. All of the actors are great in this. There's not a weak one in it. I definitely say Bette Midler and Danny DeVito are probably the highlights, as their characters are the craziest, but all of the main cast is great too, such as Judge Reinhold as one of the kidnappers, who is a very likeable presence in Beverly Hills Cop as well. There's also a good debut performance from Bill Pullman in this too. The Stones' house has probably become funnier with age. I know it was always supposed to be ridiculous, but this house probably would have been considered somewhat fashionable in the 80s. In fact, there's quite a few things for lovers of the 80s aesthetic here, from the costumes to the music. There's not much that I have to say that's negative about this film. In fact, its greatest strength is also its greatest weakness. This is the third time I've seen this movie. Even though each viewing has been years apart, I still remembered a lot of the plot. A lot of the big laughs in the first viewing come from the shock of the plot twists, so this film doesn't have the best repeat value in my opinion. However, that doesn't mean I don't want you to check this out for yourself. It's certainly memorable for a reason. I highly recommend it, especially if you're a fan of any of the actors in it. It's really funny and has some great performances, and it's very 80s. Have you seen Ruthless People? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. If you want me to make more content like this, you can let me know by liking the video. If you feel like buying me a coffee, you can tip me on Ko-fi. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Anyway, I've got to go. I've got an annoying poodle to catch. See you soon!
Isn't this fun?